Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Life on the Hill. Today what I wanted to do was a quick little video as far as what is in my saddle, what I'm taking into the 2022 hunting season with my saddle and my current climbing method. So real quick, what we'll do, we've got the Predator platform from Tethrd. I've made no alterations to this whatsoever. I like it as it is. I did put some tape on some of the metallic pieces that kind of clank together. Any metal to metal contact, I have put some gaff tape to just to dampen that sound. So nothing crazy about this. Love it. Didn't need to change much. I am using still the Helium 20-inch sticks. Now, the only alterations I've made to these, well, actually, first off, how I carry them is with this strap by Strapworks. I don't know if you've ever used strapworks.com, but what you can do there, it's really cool because you can customize a specific strap, all of the little pieces. So as you see, this is one strap, but it also has these two buckles, which is perfect for a scenario like this. So I carry it over my shoulder and I get to the base of the tree, I unstrap these two pieces. I generally just leave that at the base of the tree. And so now I've got my Helium sticks. So the only modifications that I've done to this stick is I did forego the nylon straps that come with them. They're just almost impossible to get around the Versa button, especially in a scenario where it's cold, your fingers are cold, really difficult to get around it. So I did elect to go with the Steel daisy chain. You can get those all over the place. You can even make them yourselves. I didn't trust myself to do it, so I bought them. Anyway, that and I have a two-step aider on all of my sticks. That just kind of stretches the stick and allows me to use less sticks. I did buy 4 sticks, but I generally only use 3 because with the double aider, I'm able to get quite a bit higher. This stick in particular, as you saw, was on the top. This is the one that's going to be on the bottom. If you notice, there's no other strings anywhere. I don't need to hang it off of my saddle. The other 2 sticks, I've just tied some paracord loops, and I'll show you how those attach to my saddle here in just a second. But so stick 2 and stick 3 have this little loop so that I can attach to my saddle once I get to the base of the tree and ascend. Onto the saddle, I have the Phantom saddle from Tethrd, and done a quick little video on what all I have, but I have made a few modifications. I'm only using one of these gear ties, and that still goes for my platform. But through a recommendation from one of you guys in the comments, I went with this 3D printed little clip. And so that is exactly what goes with, I've got one of these on each side. That is what I stick my stick on with. And it hangs well, very secure, very convenient. Much easier than having to untwist and twist and untwist and twist. So the only other things that I have is I have about 30 foot of drop cord, paracord for my haul line. So once I get to the base of the tree, I will clip that onto my bow cam. And as I climb, this unravels, and then I get to the top of the tree and I raise that up. I do have a HYS strap from Tethrd, but I haven't actually used it yet. I've just not found a need for it. I've just got one of these traditional bow hangers that you screw in. They're super easy. I just find the convenience of them to be unmatched. So this is what I continue to use to actually hang my bow. I have a little flashlight in this pouch, and that is actually it, other than obviously in the meat of these 2 pouches is my lineman's rope that I use for climbing, and then my tether that I use for secure saddle hunting. So real quick, what I'll do is I'll just step right into this. So, like I said, I've got stick 2 and stick 3, and I will just clip those right there. It drops into the little groove, good and secure. Do this with the other stick here. And then we'll connect my platform with the only remaining gear tie that I'm using at the moment, because it's the last thing I don't care to do it like that. So again, this one has no additional strings, so now I would just unravel this, wrap it around the tree, seat it, and start my ascent. And so that's what I have chosen to go into the 2022 season with. If you've watched any saddle videos whatsoever, you realize quite the rabbit / black hole of tinkering. You can tinker and tailor and tinker and tailor until you are blue in the face. But what I like to say with my partner in our professional career of photo and video is done is better than perfect. At some point, you've just got to commit to something and use it. And you're also not going to get any better ideas or see shortcomings and pitfalls of your current scenario unless you actually use it in the real world / hunting scenarios. One thing that I am considering is abandoning the Versa button altogether. Thinking I might actually go with a rope and a cam cleat scenario that you'll see in almost all nautical sea water craft, but they're also really common in one sticking. I'll show you some pictures real quick of what a cam cleat is. You may already know, you may not, but anyway, it's basically two jaws that are the same concept as your rope man. They come and then they bite one another and don't allow the rope to go backwards. So there's where you're secure. Because what I've already noticed is a couple of times your tree may be just barely too wide for one of the slots in your daisy chain, and it may be too tight for another one. So you're kind of in this limbo. So what you have to do is either really try and wrench on it, which takes time, effort, making more noise, and get it into the smaller hole, or you go into the bigger hole where there's a little more slack and it takes a little more work to get it seated. So anyway, that's probably a mod that I am going to look at probably doing in the near future. But anyway, like I said, quick little video. I should be hunting. I'm not. I'm here making this video instead. But that is all I wanted to do. That is my complete saddle kit for this current 2022 season. So I started looking back at the footage from earlier, and I realized that I never said that anything about, I'm going to leave some links below. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to leave links to Strapworks, Tethrd, all the pieces that you saw in the video that I'm using. I will leave links below that you can quickly find yourself in the event that you want to use them. Now, by no means am I saying that this is the only saddle kit that anybody should ever use, or that you should even alter yours after watching my video. I have gotten to this point with my saddle strictly through watching other people and taking bits and pieces from what I had seen and what I've used, and basically I've gotten to this point through my own research and trial and error. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, then maybe give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be safe. Good luck out there. We'll catch you in the next one.